seriously considered getting up and doing this video before I worked out today. I thought, wouldn't it be nice if they got to see me before I was a sweaty mess? But we all know, my friends and family all know, this is what I look like on a normal basis, so I figure I'll give you myself. This is me. So I just finished Tabata week 2, day 2. I maxed out at 10:21, which is almost 3 full minutes longer than I went last week, so I'm pretty proud of that. This is not one of my favorite workouts, and I really went for it and pushed, and I feel good about it. The hardest thing for me in the Tabata workouts is to get up and keep moving after I need a break, right? Because it's like they're 20 seconds long, and sometimes you're doing those tricep dips, and you're like 15 seconds in, and I just can't go anymore. And so I'll sit down for a second, and then it's so hard not to just ride those 4 seconds out, you know, but I know that this workout's only 30 minutes long, and I gotta get the most out of it. So I get back up and I push, but it's hard. That's the hardest part so far to me. So today, I thought I'd go over a little bit of the differences between max 30, which is what we've been talking about, and normal insanity, which is my previous favorite workout. So obviously, biggest difference is time, right? Insanity month 1, they're 40 minutes, and then month 2, they're 60 minutes. These are all 30 minutes long. I will say that, like, if you've done Insanity, the normal one, month 2, those 60 minutes, you know, where it's just like, man, you just went all out for it. That's what max 30 is like, crunched into 30 minutes. Okay, the first time I did cardio challenge, I was like, holy shit. Sorry, that's the only way to explain it. It was 60 minutes of Insanity, pushed into 30 minutes with all new moves. It just blew my mind. You know, it was crazy. So that's that. If you're looking for a shorter workout and you know you're not going to have to block off any more time as you progress, this is the way to go, max 30. Okay, so the cardio routines are pretty much the same in Insanity and Insanity max 30. Like I said, it's just Insanity max 30, they're pushed together. There's not those breaks and those, the breaks are shorter, and then the stretching. You know, like in Insanity, you're like, going, ready to rock, and then all of a sudden he's like, let's cool down, and you're like, ew, I was ready to rock. Yeah, so it is kind of disheartening, which, like, you know, you should stretch. Max 30 doesn't have that, so that's cool because you're getting more bang for your buck, but at the same time, I feel like you really need to get an extra stretch in before and after max 30, whereas in Sandy, he's got you good. You're not going to injure yourself. You're flexible, you're ready to rock. He makes you get that stretching in, right? Unless you're like checking your phone when you're stretching. I know people who do that, not me. Okay, so Tabata, the strength training workouts. Max 30 is all about Tabata. 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. That is nothing like what the regular Insanity is like. It's taking a while to get used to, but I know that it's effective, extremely effective, and so I'm looking forward to that change of pace. So that's cool with max 30. Let me think if there's any other real differences. Modifier, hello, big difference. Max 30 has a modifier. Insanity does not. This is like, you better go, and if you can't go, you better pretend like you can go, okay? And max 30 is like, hey, you know, we know that not everybody should be doing all these moves, and just because you can doesn't mean that you want to. On some days you may need that, you know, muscle recovery time, things like that. Here you go. We're going to show you a modifier the entire time. So literally anyone can do this workout if they're willing to push. This one, I mean, in regular Insanity, there's just some moves that, like, you can either figure out how to modify it, or you can just, like, sit there and gasp at the people that are doing it, right? So that's a big improvement with max 30. 5 days a week, 6 days a week. This is an optional 6th day, but you don't have to do it. So that's another thing to consider. If you're one of those people that wants the weekends off, here you go. But you gotta work hard those 5 days. I mean, it is go, 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 go. Whereas Insanity, the regular one, you have some cardio recovery time in the middle of the week. So those are the biggest differences that I can see so far. between the two workouts. I've seen results from the test groups of both programs when I'm in Sandy multiple graduate myself. So I know that they both work. It just depends on what you're looking for in a program and what you feel comfortable with. If you're one of those people that just feels like they have to do an hour-long workout, regular at Sandy's, you're a person, you're a guy, you're a best friend. If you're one of those people that you're like, look, I'm willing to go for it and push as long as I don't have to work out on the weekends and it's only 30 minutes long, ding, 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 max 30. Okay, so I hope that helped clear up some things for you that you were probably confused about. And I'll see you tomorrow for sweat intervals. Bye.